everybody, this is Max and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to kind of share with you a couple new things that I have added in my wardrobe. But more importantly, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about vintage Chanel. I have been kind of stalking pre-loved websites because I've really been like searching for certain like old vintage bags that I'm like in love with the silhouettes of the bag. So throughout my searches, I became asphyxiated on two different bags, and I will pop up a picture so you'll know what I'm talking about. One of them I believe is called one of them for sure is called the Vanity case, and I can't recall off the top of my head what the other one's name is, but I will put it on the screen for you. And I kind of was like really digging those bags. Now, you guys, if you've watched me before, you know I have the filigree Vanity case, which I'll pop a picture of. And that's kind of the one that has like taken off with Chanel, and that's the one that I see they keep reproducing. However, there are other Vanity cases that they kind of, like you'll see it one season and then, you know, you'll see it again a different season and it'll kind of have something different on it. And it's never quite consistent. So I found one that I totally fell in love with. So I'm going to show you those today. So let me get started with that. So I guess this is kind of an unboxing bag. You guys know that the Vanity cases were really big in the 50s and the 60s. And this silhouette for Chanel, I've seen it just kind of like come and go. And I think I noticed it, 2016 is when the filigree one came out that I was just totally in love with. But I've been noticing like this vintage shape on pre-loved websites. And I'm like, I want one of those. But the one that I kept seeing didn't have a strap. And then when I saw it with somebody kind of adapted a strap to it, I wasn't kind of really feeling that. So anyway, let me show you, and this is kind of an magic Vanity. This is the bag that I've recently acquired, and this is the new Vanity case. Now, you guys will know that this shape is very familiar within this Chanel brand and a whole bunch of other fashion houses. And I think what made me really go for this shape was, well, not so much the shape, because the shape was a big deal too, because it kind of reminds me of the Cans bag that I have from Louis Vuitton, and I wear that bag a lot. But this one had all of the house codes, the Chanel house codes that I was really fiending for. And so they kind of like took it up a notch. I know there's another one that has like the fabric, it has leather CCs on it, but I like the fact that this one had gold CCs. So you've got gold hardware, you've got lambskin, and then on top of it, you've got this trendy plate up here. And then you've got the beaded or the woven strap with the leather through it in the gold. And then it's got this little leather insert on it to kind of make it more comfortable. It also has two gold zips, and they are both stamped with Chanel. And then the back of the bag is flat, just like the Cans bag, so it'll lay flat against you if you want to do crossbody. And then, of course, this little top handle, which makes it perfect for me. Now, this little bag, of course, it's a mini bag, but it's a functional mini bag. I no longer buy bags that are not functional. I don't buy them just because I love the bag anymore. Let's put it that way. It has to fit a purpose in my wardrobe as well as a purpose in my life. So I'm not a collector where I'm just going to sit there and look at the bag, or someone that I'm able to kind of just overlook the fact that it's not really functional in my life. I don't have that luxury anymore, okay? So this one is quite functional. So what I want to do is I want to open this bag, and I pulled out some SLGs, and we're going to see what kind of fits in this bag, because this is a new one that just came out for 20p. So I've seen it in red, baby blue, and I believe white. And I like this rendition. I like this model of the bag a lot. Even though the plate is kind of ostentatious, but it's chic. You guys have got to admit it that this is chic as hell. So let me open it. So inside of the bag is fully lined leather. Now, I know original Vanity cases were made for makeup or cosmetics. So this has definitely been remodeled to be a handbag. So I won't be keeping cosmetics or anything in there. But it has one little slip pocket, and that pocket says Chanel made in Italy. And then the straps here are kind of like on the other bags. I think the other trendies have this kind of like little ending piece to keep the straps from falling through. So this is what it looks like. So it's kind of like just an open bucket, but it's really chic. It kind of takes me back to 90s Chanel, when it was kind of like a little loud, maybe slightly garish, but I think it's beautiful. I'm not afraid of the black lambskin. I think this makes it luxurious. I love the quilting on it. I mean, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous bag. So I pulled some different things out, just random things to see what would fit, because I haven't really tried anything in it yet. So let's play with it and see what we can come up with. Okay, so I'm gonna try the like common things. We're gonna do a card case. I'm gonna try my peel container. I'm gonna try an O case by Chanel. I don't know if that's gonna fit. And let's try some sunglasses. Okay, so let's see if that fits. And there's still plenty enough room in there, guys, that my phone would fit. I can't show you my phone right now because I'm actually, normally I don't film on, I film on a camera, but I haven't filmed in so long. I hate to tell you, I can't even remember how to turn this sucker on and my husband's not here. So I still have plenty enough room for a phone. We can even pop a lip gloss. I'll pop a lip gloss in there because you might need a little bit of makeup. So that's quite a bit in there. And this zips up just fine. There's plenty of room. It doesn't feel super heavy, even though it's an all leather bag. I believe because it's a small bag, the fact that it's all leather isn't going to really weigh you down. Now, this is for me in spring and summer, although it will work perfectly fine for fall and winter. But I'm thinking of sundresses with the little black and gold thong sandals by Chanel. I think that would be kind of ideal for me. So let's take this out and let's try one more thing. Let's try a full-size wallet. So I have the Reissue So Black full-size wallet. Let's try sunglasses. Let's try my peel case, a little bit of makeup, and let's see if that works, if a full-size wallet. I can tell you that the zipper can probably get to be a little annoying because, you know, because of this round zip, just like in the cans, but I don't think that that's really gonna bother me. So yes, a full-size wallet will fit in the bag. So because it has that like lid on it, this top part of the bag right here, I think it's gonna be really generous in everything that it fits. So you guys, this is a lot of stuff. A full-size wallet, this peel case here, these big sunglasses, and of course a lip gloss. And so I know my keys will fit and all that other stuff because every time I put something in here, it is a ton of room left. So this is a beautiful, beautiful little bag. So I know that some people feel like the prices of Chanel have really gotten to be out of control. So I am going to link some of the vintage ones that I found online below. So in case you want to participate with this kind of vintagey look, you have an option that may be a much more friendlier price point, okay? So if not, I will link, well, I can give you the ticket information because they gave me 2 tickets. I can give you the ticket information. Well, you know what? Let me give you the bigger one because you can't see that one. I can give you the bigger information now. So that will give you the information. And then I'll also link it below. And I'll list the essay that my husband used because we used... Well, anyway, I'll list the essay that did it. This is from Christina from Neiman Marcus. And, you know, she's always wonderful. You guys know I've talked to you about her before. She's my essay from Neiman Marcus. So she's really good about reminding me to use my points and gift cards and all that other stuff. So Anyway, this is one of my newer pieces here. And I know I have like probably a ton, because I tried to do the Christmas video, but I'm so out of practice that when my husband got ready to edit it, you guys, it was not a good thing. So I'm going to have to try to reshoot that one. But this one was a quick one. So I figured I would do this. This would be better than nothing. Okay? Bag, right? And I told you guys that I was going to note the name of it on the screen. I haven't used it yet, but I have opened it because this was part of my Christmas gift. And I have, well, that's another video, so we're going to worry about it, what goes with it. But let me show you this one. And once you guys get a chance to look at the one that I was kind of like going after, you will see that this is really similar to it, guys. But they've updated it and tweaked it just enough where I would love it. Let me take the felt off of it. Okay, this is the pearl flat bag, and this bag was in high demand. Now, this was in 20C, so this was in the cruise collection because this was a gift that I got for Christmas. Was it for Christmas? Yes, it was for Christmas. But I'm not gonna, it's not really a bag that I plan on using until summer. What I like about it is that it has that narrowness here on the side, so it's not a really big width that's going to stand out from the body. However, it does have, again, those house codes that I go for, which is the quilted leather, again, the pearls, the gold chain with the leather woven through it, and then, of course, this little leather insert to keep you comfortable with the weight of the bag. And then it also has like these aged gold little pearls here at the end. And then if you open the bag, this is another one of those bags that's all leather on the inside. And I absolutely love that. A lot of times when we are getting seasonal bags from Chanel, we tend to get the ones that have the fabric on the inside. And they're still come at a hefty price point. And I'm okay with fabric on the inside if I'm trying to keep the weight of the bag down. So if I'm buying a bag that's kind of large, or a bag that's kind of like a big black hole or something like that, and I know I'm going to be chugging a lot of stuff in there, I'm totally all for carrying a bag that is going to be lighter with material in it at a price point that reflects that. But this, however, does have leather on the inside, so it comes with a beige leather on the inside, and it says Chanel made in Italy, right? And again, this is the aged gold, but I love this. This, even the way the CCs are on here, guys, this looks so vintage, but so chic. And again, I could see this with little like white thongs and shirt dresses or peasant dresses, you know, little to the knee dresses in the summertime and hung on you crossbody. I think this would be beautiful. It would even look cool with like, you know, the little earrings I'm wearing. I've got like, for Christmas, I've acquired quite a few Chanel earrings, and I've got to show you guys that. If you follow me on Instagram, I think sometimes to my stories I post some of the things that I've gotten randomly, but I'm going to sit down and I am going to try to do a video for you guys because I'm going to be home a lot coming up lately, so I'll have some more free time. But anyway, we're going to do the same thing we did with that one because I know the first thing people want to know is what fits in it. Okay, again, I don't have my phone handy, but I've already tried it in there, and yes, it fits. Now, there is one that is more oblong. That one, the phone didn't fit, and so that's why we decided not to get that one. He tried his phone in it, and he said, you know, it didn't fit. So this one is actually from, and I'll list his name and number, Travis from the Saks Fifth Avenue. He's another, well, it's a Chanel. He's another good sales associate. So if you guys are looking for somebody that's going to find you the really cool pieces, and, you know, you like to shop at the Saks, I'll list his name and number below. But anyway, let's see what's going to fit in here. Okay, so I've got the O case, and this O case was actually a gift to go with this because I wanted to be careful about what color SLGs that I put in this bag so there wouldn't be color transfer. So that will fit in there fine, and I still have room for a phone. And I can actually use this as a card case if I wanted to, or I could use a real card case. I could put that in there. Now, know that this also comes with the slip pocket here, And then it also comes with, there's kind of like a pocket behind the zipper pocket. So you have the zipper pocket that if you wanted to not even use a card case, if you wanted to just kind of like put a card in there and your ID, you could, and that would just free up a ton of space in the bag. Let's try a lip gloss. I took the card case out. So let's try a lip gloss. Let's try something a little bulky because it's kind of narrow on the sides, guys. And I'm pretty sure my sunglasses, these sunglasses will not fit in there because this is a narrow bag. Let's see if that'll close. So yes, so you can probably get your phone, your O case, and a lip gloss in there, right? And let's try, sometimes I use this. This is a leather piece that I got from Delvaux, you guys. This is beautiful, chic as hell. And it's all leather. I love this, and this is by Delvaux. This I use sometimes as a card case, so we could do that, and we could do the O case, and we could try this lip gloss, and let's see if that'll fit. Yeah, that fits just fine. So it's gonna hold a decent amount. It's gonna hold your, you know, necessities for the day. This would be a bag that, you know, I would have to, for me, because I have to take my meds with me, so I would have to take a smaller amount, with me for the day, not every dangle thing to use. But this would be great for me, like going out with my husband at night, or like, especially when we're traveling a little bit on vacation, we're kind of doing sightseeing and stuff like that. I could just put this on crossbody. In the summertime, it gets, you know, it's hot. And I don't always want to have my big bags strapped on me, weighing me down. This would be something nice. And I like to balance my collection, you guys, with feminine pieces to kind of go against some of the edgier pieces. And I've acquired quite a few edgy pieces lately, which I know you guys have seen that one a million times, which is the denim XXL in the medium size that I carry to death everywhere, all day, every day. But this would be something that I could totally wear come summer, come spring. And this is in goat skin, you guys. So this is goat skin. Let's try to see if a full-size wallet. Yeah, a full-size wallet fits, you guys. Well, this isn't full. This is medium size. Let me take that back. This is a medium size reissue So Black wallet. And I have a reissue bag that kind of this goes to. And this was part of my Christmas too. But that will fit in there, guys. And that'll fit comfortably with a card case. And I still would have room for my phone. So this is beautiful, and it's not stretched out or anything on the side. And just know it's going to give a little bit because there is a little bit of width to the side, just not a lot. So there's not a lot of, it's not a ton of depth. So when you have this hung on you, it's not going to protrude far from the body like a boy bag. This is ultra feminine. This is chic. I saw this bag, I think last year, but it was in lambskin, and I kind of was like, I'm a little worried about it in the light color in lambskin. Although I probably would have took the plunge if I would have been looking for something like this, but I kind of wasn't at the time. And then I started going on this, like I said, vintage hunt, where I just was like slobbering over anything like a vintage silhouette. I kind of like that throwback look. To me, the bag doesn't look dated because of that. I think it just looks very classy, very classic, you know, and I like that. I like how they modernize it too. I like the addition of the pearls on it, and I will definitely pop up a picture of what the original one looks like. So that's all that I have for you guys today. I will try to link some vintage ones, and of course I'll put the information down. And you know what, I can give you guys, oh, I'm like, let me see if I can find you guys a ticket. Okay, so here is the ticket for this one, in case you're interested in this one. This one is 20C, you guys. So this one you still should be able to find in store. So this is a current piece too. And the one from now is goat skin. So there's some pebbling to it, you know. But this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. I love both of these. I think both of these are, I'm going to call them the new vintage. So I'm loving these two new additions. These are definitely my kind of spring summer looks, and these are kind of my little feminine bags for, you know, summer dressing and things like that. So I'm really, really excited about them. If you get a chance, go check them out. And thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. And like I said, I'm going to be home coming up for a little while, so I'll have more free time and more energy because I won't be going to work and going to my treatments at the same time. So I will be home and I'll be able to kind of, you know, share with you my backlog of stuff that I've acquired. But just know that even though I'm acquiring, there's some stuff that I've sold off that I'm just not interested in anymore. My tastes have kind of changed based on my lifestyle. So I could probably talk to y'all all day, y'all, but I am going to get going, and I will holler at you guys later. Peace.